my gosh, I might cry when I walk across the stage and get my diploma.
My name is Maleah Densby, and I'm a Goldberg Scholar.
Being so close to graduation, my parents are very, very excited. My mom has invited everyone she could. They're just really, really proud. I'm really excited too. I'm excited to graduate. It's been a very, very interesting 4 years. I feel like I tend to remember the good, but I'm just really, really proud of myself for doing it and like getting through it. Some of the challenges I faced when I arrived at Duke was definitely the transition from being surrounded by people I had like grown up with and coming to like an entirely new state. It was a hard transition for sure, and it took a lot of getting used to. And then on top of that, I didn't feel super prepared in like some of my STEM heavy classes. I felt like I was constantly playing catch up. A big obstacle was COVID and just how that impacted the rest of my college career. Up until March 2020, I was really set on being a doctor and going to medical school. During COVID, just like starting to like study for like the MCAT, it just got really overwhelming. I just realized it wasn't something that I was necessarily passionate about anymore. That was just a really hard thing to realize because, you know, I spent so much of my time being pre-med, and even now, like it's hard to be like, oh, I'm not pre-med anymore. I just didn't know who I was without that, which is kind of bad when you think about it. Being on the dance team, I am a member of Nakisai African Dance Ensemble here at Duke. And I would say that had probably one of the biggest impacts on my experience here at Duke University because that's like where I made most, if not all my friends. Just having like that support network there and being able to dance 6 hours out the week, even if I'm like super stressed out, has been really, really helpful for me over the last 4 years. The most rewarding part about being a Goldberg Scholar is the relationships that I've formed. I've met some of my closest friends, and the people that I did meet really helped cement like my college experience, both in and outside school. My mentor is Cheryl Sandberg. I would say we have a really good relationship. I feel like I can talk to her just about anything. The best guidance and support Cheryl has given me is just being comfortable with like being uncomfortable. She really pushed me to do things that I wanted to do, but I wasn't necessarily comfortable to do. I just had this idea of what I wanted to be. I think once I established that, I felt a lot more confident and comfortable. Cheryl was very supportive from the beginning. She kind of reassured me that my worth wasn't really determined by my grades. You know, when you're an overachiever for your whole life and you like do really well in school, it's hard to like separate that. And so having someone in your corner who's just reminding you that grade doesn't determine like who you are as a person and that grade doesn't shape you. It was really, really helpful because I just took a lot of it personally my freshman year. I think it was just super helpful having someone there to remind me of that. I feel like if she wasn't my mentor, if I didn't have like the Goldberg Scholars, I probably would still be suffering in chemistry and wanting to cry every night. After graduation, I'm going to be starting as a communication specialist at Momentive in San Mateo, which I'm really, really excited about. I want to go to grad school, but this is just a stepping stone into my future. I think I want to become a professor. I've been speaking with like my social professor more about grad school in general for like my PhD. So that's definitely a goal. I'm just really, really proud of myself for doing it and like getting through it. I can't wait. I'm really excited.